We have him. We have our poop trash king. I just wanted to put him next to the poop so you all knew that he was the poop king. I'm sorry, GrandisKuwagamon. He's a dude. Did you know that? Look at his picture. Look at how much of he was a bug and now he's suddenly a dude. It's pretty cool. And I was actually surprised I was able to get them in this run because they were saying that to get GrandisKuwagamon, you had to be 3rd generation if you wanted to go from Okuwamon-X, but if you wanted to get him otherwise from any other perfect level Digimon, you could just let them almost die 10 times. And I was like, will that work for Okuwamon-X? And it did. I've even got footage of it. I was just lying there in bed being like, doody-doo, and he was dying and I was like, oh no. The shaking's not working, what's happening? And of course there's no working speaker, so I have no idea if there was like any uplifting, suddenly positive music, like the underdog that turned things around and suddenly got off drugs and stopped gambling and got his wife back. So I mean, if that happened, I don't know, because I don't have the working speaker. I've been so tempted to open this thing up and check it out, because, you know, I've got a bit of soldering experience, but I also don't want to mess with someone else's digital pet, because this is Sam Krieger's, who so graciously let us borrow this to do a series on, so we're just going to deal with it for now. So I've learned a couple things. Firstly, there's apparently, they'll randomly do a call out, meaning they want a battle, and if you miss that, that counts as a care mistake. And I have not seen them once do that, so you know what that means, right? That means I've been making care mistakes this entire time. If that is true, I need to get a hold of one of these with a working speaker and try to do a run with that. I bet it would go so much more differently, because if the call out thing that where they need a battle, else it costs a care mistake is true, then I don't think there's any way we could get something other than Okuwamon-X with a broken speaker. I just don't think it's possible. I would have to create some kind of hat, right, that dangled it in front of my face like this. So, like, here's my eyes, and it would be like this, and then every time it needed something, it would be like, and then I would see it. But other than that, I don't really see it working out. If I can't figure out a solution by the time I come back from PAX, then I guess I'll just do that. I'll just make the Pendulum X hat. The other thing I wanted to show you today is that in the quest mode, there's a new final boss. I don't know what caused it. I don't know why it's happening now. It might be because we have our final form Digimon. You might only be able to fight this special boss with a final form Digimon. So let's go into quest. We only have 6 more to go, so that means we're gonna have to shake, I don't know if you have to shake 6 or what, but anyway, we'll see. When you get to the end, what is this, that's a 5? Okay, that's not helpful. That's, this thing's always trying to find some ways to get my goat. Oh! Okay, well, I already had one of those, but that means we'll be able to easily see the final boss here. All right, so there's 4. It's going to take us in, and there they are! Normally, the final boss is Dodogoramon, but here it's Omegamon. Is that x-antibody? I mean, I assume it's x-antibody. So we have to fight them. What caused them to appear? I've already gone through quest mode once and twice, and is it good? Okay, that's not good. Go back. Whew. So I realized if, while the number's flashing, you don't like what you get, you can cancel out and try it again. Oh, man. I almost messed that one up, didn't I? Anyway, this is the 3rd time I've gone through this. I've gone through it once before that you guys saw, and then I went through it again to try to rack up, you know, near deaths with Okuwamon-X, and then this is the 3rd time, and is it because I'm fighting them the 3rd time? Is it because I have an ultimate form Digimon? Is it 28? No, that's 27. That's even worse than the other number I had. This thing is hard. It's grindy, you know? It's cool, though, the way they turned into GrandisKuwagamon. It feels very much like Digimon World, you know? Like, having to take many losses and, you know, hurt them to get them to Digivolve. It reminds me of Devimon's evolution in Digimon World, and I think it's really cool. Is it 28? God! No! Okay, round 8. Here we go, this time for sure. Oh, finally! Okay, we finally got 28. I haven't even verified to see if this is what their favorite thing is. I don't think I've actually done many battles with Okuwamon-X or GrandisKuwagamon or checked or anything, but let's see what we get. There's 3! Yes, and you can see in their sprite, they finally learned how to turn their arrow around and point it toward their opponent. Oh, that could just kill us in one hit. Oh. Well, that was disappointing. It took me so many times to shake out 28 that at this point, I'm just gonna let them shake whatever they want and just hope for the best. Because apparently, you can just get one shot by Omegamon. Ah, there we go. Hey, there we go. I've got it. I mean, I just did it 2 times in a row, but that's, you know, nothing to get too excited about, I guess. Is that 6? Hey, that's pretty good. We could end up with 3 and then maybe some big blasts. Let's see. Come on, hit him. Just one shot him, please. Oh, God darn it. I mean, it is Omegamon-X. It's even worse than Dodogoramon. Let me guess, you're gonna hit us. That's so funny how I knew you were gonna do that. This has gotta be the Digimon fight equivalent of finishing each other's... Finishing each other's... Yes! sentences. Bam! God, I mean, I mostly just took care of all of that. That's so nice. You lay out the laws of a relationship, and GrandisKuwagamon does it. Look, a freaking master tag. Bull crap! I've heard so many things, so many ways that you're supposed to get the master tag, but it just seems like you gotta fight omegamon-x at the end, and then you win. I mean, we did shake 28. We did roll a 6, so that was, I think, technically a giga hit, which is what some people were saying is what you need to get the master tag from the final boss. But the fact that there was omegamon-x in the first place, like, that does make you wonder, right? Like, was it just that they were there? Because if we take this master tag and we feed it to Wargreymon-x, or I guess it's not in this version, so it would have to be Gaiomon. If we give it to them, they will digivolve into omegamon-x, and that's incredible. But of course, we have to figure out how to stop dying and stop not hearing call-outs for random needs for battles. What kind of Digimon craves battle all the time? What kind of why is that a thing? Why do you have something that requires training that already takes like 10 minutes to fill up one heart? And then also you have this other thing. Like, I think that alone is just what people were saying was the difficulty was all about. I didn't realize that was a thing, or else otherwise I might have rethought maybe even doing the series, because really, I can't think of a way around the fact that I can't hear them when they make that random call out for a battle. I have nothing other than the Pendulum X hat, which I'm serious, I'll make it if I have to. I will walk around like a dweeb. I will take a snapback brim hat and I will file a little slot in it so that way I can like line these beads up through it so it sets like that in front of my face, and I will wear it for a week, okay? I'm serious. You think I'm messing with you, I'll do it. I'll take pictures too, but you're not allowed to make fun of me for it. Anyway, it's time to draw something now. Oh, before I put you away, do you need something? I've noticed that whenever they lose battles, they tend to suddenly need a lot more stuff, so their stomach's still filled. And their training needs to be filled up some. Of course it does. Here, watch this. I'm gonna get 28 shakes, and it's gonna get a perfect 7. 20, that's close enough. That's close enough that as long as we get a good dice roll, right? When it comes to training, that's really all that matters. What did we get? Is that a 4? Hey man, that's doable as long as he sends out 3. Yeah, that's good. We might still get a giga hit here. Oh, okay, here comes the 3 again. No, this is, okay, it's a pattern. I got you. Well, it's over 5, which means that, hey, look at him, he's happy. It actually did count as a thing. Anyway, we got a couple drawing suggestions. There were a couple that were very similar, and I would like to combine them if you please. I hope you don't mind. 29. Andre Marquez has been suggesting a drawing a lot. But the drawing suggestion is cute. They want me to draw a Tamagotchi that's like a mix of a Tamagotchi and a Digimon. I'll probably just draw Maskuchi with some Greymon stripes or something, because obviously we gotta draw Maskuchi at every opportunity we get, fighting a Digimon. But then also the sketch had a suggestion, draw Dorimon firing a giant fireball like they do in the Pendulum X when they one-shot me, even though I'm a gigantic freaking perfect level Digimon. So I would like to draw both of those things. I would like to draw the Dorimon shooting the fireball and the Maskuchi doing whatever we think Maskuchi would end up doing. So Maskuchi is a purple Tamagotchi. I feel like they would do lightning. That's just like my impulse there. When I see something that's purple, I think lightning. I don't remember what game did that to me. I don't know what game gave me that idea, but that's what's in my head. Okay, I've got it. There's Maskuchi. I couldn't tell what kind of projectile to use for him and in what direction. I've decided on this one so that way it kind of stays in this kind of horizontal format. Maskuchi fighting a Dorimon who's just shooting a gigantic fireball. I normally tend to try to go for more dynamic poses, but I like the idea of them just being like Digimon, digital pet, Tamagotchi style, just side by side, blooping fireballs at each other. But of course, Dorimon is shooting this just gigantic one. All right, let's get started. As always, I'll be using a 0-1. For a drawing this small, I might usually do something a little smaller, like maybe a 0-0-5 or something like that, but they are also Tamagotchi / little baby Digimon, and I don't want the drawing to get too serious, so we're gonna use a 0-1. Also, I can't find my regular eraser, so we're using this Wobbuffet one. Firstly, I'd like to draw the fireball. Why? Because it might get in the way of another drawing? Because some other legitimate art reason? No. I just want to draw a fireball. It looks pretty cool. Just got to give it some angular little wispy bits that are coming off the ball. You know what I'm talking about? There, that's the outside of the fireball. It looks pretty gnarly. I like the way it's going. So here's our Maskuchi. The fun fact about Maskuchi is that they actually have 2 different designs. This is the classic Maskuchi. This is the one from like the 90s. He was the awesome one with the raccoon eyes and the purple little ears. But then oddly, whenever the connections came around, circa 2000-ish, 2004-ish, they made another Tamagotchi called Maskuchi, and it looks completely different. I don't know why they did it. I don't know why they would ever forsake such a perfectly designed Tamagotchi. And then, of course, we have to give them some little wispy stripes here and there. because they're a Digimon now. The only reason this is difficult is because I'm drawing with half of my hand hanging off the side of this platform. Luckily, it's just Doraemon. You don't have to worry too much about Doraemon. They're not that difficult to draw. They're just like a little piglet. I didn't notice that they were like a piglet until I started drawing them, but yeah, they're like an angry little furry piglet. And that's pretty great, actually. Okay, before we move any further, let's erase. Please, Wobbuffet eraser, please don't smudge my ink. I gotta say, this eraser's pretty rough on the paper, but it leaves a beautiful eraser snake. That's the biggest one I've gotten in years. Ah, it's too big, it looks gross. Now we will take the brush, turn this over sideways, and we are going to just kind of hatch out. I'm gonna try to remember roughly where I'd put stuff. Mainly we need to just put black sketchy marks kind of everywhere until it feels appropriately like fireballish, napalm fire-ish. And so it kind of ends up looking like this. And this fireball's a bit wider, so I'm gonna put a couple little burnt spots out this way to kind of pad that out. I think the problem is everything looks too wispy now. I need to round out some of this stuff. Finally, while that all dries, I'll do some shading. It'll be pretty easy. The shading will just be all in the back since there's these two huge sources of light right here. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. I like it. Thank you, Andre Marquez, and thank you, The Sketch, for the suggestions. I hope you don't mind me combining them. I mean, everyone did get what they wanted, right? Right? Oh, nope, I can't put this up yet, because before I forget, I need to put some swirly lines around these two to make it seem like they're jogressing. I figured it would just be something like this. Like some swoopy lines. This thing here like this. Do you see? Do you get what I'm talking about? Like that. Okay, see? Simple, understated, but effective. That's all for today, though. Thank you all for coming by. I guess we do need to talk about how we're going to continue the Pendulum X series. Since we do have GrandisKuwagamon, they're not going to die for a couple days. If I just kill them off outright, will they not leave an egg? Will they get mad? Will it not count as the proper second generation? I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and keep them alive because either way, even if I let them die today, I can't start a new series tomorrow. Because actually, here in 2 days, I'm going to PAX. That's just 2 days. That's not enough time to do a run, right? So I won't see you until like Friday morning. I'll be doing some vlogs Thursday evening once I get to PAX and after I'm done with some parties and stuff. And that will be when I begin the new, the new/final series with these two. It's going to be a special PAX one. Don't worry, it's not just another Pendulum version 20th run. It's mostly going to be a vlog of what I've done at PAX and the things I've seen and the really awesome Airbnb and the amazing friends I'm staying with at said Airbnb. So the schedule is basically as follows. No more videos after this one until Friday, as long as I don't get, like murdered at the first PAX party. I will be putting out a vlog, and then every day I'll just give you a short video showing what I've done. The places I've been, the people I've visited, the cool things I've seen. I won't be back from PAX until Tuesday, and then for Wednesday we'll start the next run of this, and yes, I'll make that stupid Pendulum X hat. So, I'll see you all Friday for some PAX adventures and some Digimon while we're at it. I'm definitely going to stop by Bandai's booth and try to force them to make me be their digital pet boy. Because it's clearly my destiny. Anyway, Friday. See you Friday. Thanks to my patrons for supporting my channel, especially Cookieface and Shifter. I'll be posting a video hopefully later today showing what I've been able to buy with the Patreon funds this month. And I will see all of you Friday. I'll be in Seattle, Washington. It's gonna be cool. See you then!